listening to Potty Mouth Radio, the home of movies, music, television, and comedy. We watch a thing. We watch a thing. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to We Watched a Thing with Billy and Dave. How are you, my friend?
Wimmy wham wham wazzle. I am very, very good.
You can't steal my catchphrase.
I stole your shit catchphrase.
Yeah, well, you are good because you're not walking 400 miles in the rain and shitting your pants.
That's true. Very true.
Because we are here today to talk about The Long Walk, a 2025 American dystopian survival thriller film co-produced and directed by Francis Lawrence from a screenplay by J.T. Molnar, based on, of course, the 1979 novel of the same name by Stephen King, although not really Stephen King. Richard Bachman wrote that one.
Indeed.
It stars Cooper Hoffman, David Johnson, Garrett Waring, Toot Newt, Charlie Plummer, Ben Wang, Roman Griffin Davis, Josh Hamilton, Judy Greer, and Mark Hamill. And what is it about, Dave?
'Tis a dystopian story about a rather bleak-looking future where once a year, I think it's once a year, they have what they call the Long Walk, where names of kids are drawn out of a lottery, and I mean, in the book it's 100 kids, so they seem to have downsized for the movie.
It's also, you have to walk faster in the book. in the book it's 4 miles per hour, in the movie it's 3.
Yeah.
So you've read the book?
Kids Today. The Bachman books is one of my favourite King books. But yeah, so this cohort of kids drawn by lottery forced to walk until there is only one left standing, essentially. If they drop below a certain speed, they get a couple of warnings, and then they get given water and things along the way, but essentially they just start walking and don't stop till there's only one left, and the one that is left is showered with, like ancient Rome, and the chariot winner is showered with riches and gets a wish. Which in the novella I think is without limits, but they do say there are some constraints on what you can wish for in this one. You certainly can't wish for 3 more wishes. And yeah, we follow this group of boys who they've aged up a bit for the film. They're around sort of 16 in the novella. But yeah, we follow them, and there's sort of that bonds form, and then there are some rivalries and things like that. And yeah, we essentially follow them going for a stroll for about 90 minutes.
Yeah. Going for a gentle walk through the countryside.
Billy, would you care to walk with me a while?
Yeah. I mean, I also love the Bachman book. Actually, I'm sure you know this. It was actually the first book that King wrote. He wrote it before Carrie.
Oh yeah, like 3 years before. So he was still a student. And I think with all the Bachman books, I think Rage and Running Man, etc., they were all written pre-Carrie.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy? You know, you just brought up Running Man. I guess it's like how Crichton between Westworld and Jurassic Park really invented the kind of batshit theme park genre. I mean, King between this and Running Man. I mean, this is the blueprint for Hunger Games, for Battle Royale.
Everyone cries out Battle Royale as, how can you like Hunger Games? Battle Royale did it first. Well, they kind of fucking didn't.
Yeah, and this is one of those
games probably.
Dystopian.
Kill people for sport. You know, there's so many iterations of the Roman gladiatorial games.
Yeah, but this is one of those books that was so good, and it was one of the books that I had put in the unfilmable camp, really. And it's been in like development hell for
the further they go in the
now.
walk. The further they go in the walk, the more cerebral it gets, because they're hallucinating.
Yeah, and the book is all told from his kind of inner head, so yeah, I never thought it would actually work, and I guess does it work? We're about to talk about. Why don't you hit me with it? What did you think of this movie?
I mean, like you, I've been waiting for this for years. Darabont was attached, had the rights for 3 or 4 years, I think, and then they lapsed, and then we had there were a couple of others, and then Andre Øvredal, who as you know, I love dearly, Last Voyage of the Demeter and so on, was attached, and then he fell off, and now we've got Lawrence, who is kind of dystopian stuff is kind of become his shtick between this and all of the Hunger Games movies and everything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I've been waiting for this for years and years and years, and came in with very high expectations from him as the director. The few of the cast that I know their work, like Cooper Jr. and Charlie Plummer, who I don't. Did you see what was that awesome thing he did about the kids who are just spontaneously exploding?
No.
I think it's called Spontaneous or something. It's this
That sounds sick.
super gory high school thing where him and his girlfriend, the girl that he likes, and then they don't know why, but kids are just blowing up. It's really fucking good. I think that's what I know his face from. We've got Jojo Rabbit in there for a bit. Mark Hamill, your fave Judy Greer, just
I love Judy Greer so much.
Oh my god, her two moments.
She's literally only in it,
But they are literally two of the high points of the film from an emotional
100%.
standpoint. So yeah, I came in with very high expectations. I very much enjoyed it. I think it's a very well made film. The acting across the board is superlative. I am very torn on what I think of the ending.
Okay, we'll get to that because they have changed the ending, of course. And I wager that people who haven't read the book, I don't think the ending's going to irk them. I don't think it's a bad ending to the story. It's just not what you're expecting.
I get the feeling that they've tried to do a Darabont the Mist. They've tried to flip the script on the people that know the story to surprise them, and they've tried to go, well, let's go for it. I want to get a bigger gut punch than the book because Darabont did, and they're still fucking talking about it decades later. And
it's an interesting
I don't think
one.
they succeeded.
Oh, we'll definitely get there. For me, I have one problem with this movie that is so huge that it's all I could think about while watching it.
Ooh,
and that problem is that it came out this week when in the last month we did our top dystopian films and our top King films, because this film would have topped both of those lists.
Oh, wow. Are you going to drop? There it is. Come on.
At this point,
Big Tizzle's Big Call.
For me, this is the best film I've seen so far this year. I fucking loved this movie. I loved every second of it. And like I said, I did not think they were going to pull it off. I didn't think it was filmable. I do have some quibbles with the ending, which we will get to. But I tell you what, the cinematography in this film...
Gorgeous film. Gorgeous.
The screenplay and the dialogue and the camaraderie and chemistry between all of these young actors. Young Hoffman is a fucking revelation. I have not seen him before. I saw him and immediately went...
You didn't sit through Licorice Pizza?
No, I didn't. But I saw him immediately went, oh, fuck, he looks a lot like Philip Seymour Hoffman. What's going on here? I did not know that it was his kid. I genuinely did not know. David Johnson, who plays Peter, is also fucking brilliant in this movie.
Very good.
He almost steals the show, except that young Hoffman is so good. And as you mentioned, Judy Greer, the scene where she comes to watch him as they're walking past and she sees his bloodied up feet and stuff.
I don't think she's come to watch. I don't remember the novella well. I didn't think she'd come to watch him. I thought it was accidental.
Oh, no. She came to see him. She came to see him. He said that in the movie that, he was going to see his mum when they walked through town. My memory in the book is that it's his girlfriend, not his mum. I don't recall his mum having a big part in the book. My memory is it's his girlfriend.
I'm casting back about 20-something years, so I don't remember.
But that scene was just brilliant. And the way that Peter had, warned him, said, like, I think it's going to make it harder for you, not easier.
Oh,
and then when he wants to run back and, like, oh, man.
And she just
punch.
starts losing it and screaming at him.
Yeah. Keep walking.
Keep walking.
Yeah.
The opening scene with her where she's dropping him off.
Yeah.
And they're having this emotional, I don't want you to do it. I've got to do it. They embrace. It's really beautiful. And he goes to walk off and she just fucking emotionally disintegrates and screams and jump. And I was like, oh my God. And like, you're always good, Judy, but
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Wow.
Yeah, she's a best thing she's done since Arrested Development, which she's so fucking good in. Say goodbye to these. That and Adaptation, I fucking love her small part in Adaptation. But yeah, she kills it in this.
Yep.
So let's talk story. So for the most part, it does stick much closer than I thought it would, to be honest. I mean, as you said,
they've
reduced the number of people.
And merged two characters into one, and there's some changes like that. But that's to be. I mean, I know it's only a novella, but you can't cover off 100 kids slowly dying over the course
100%.
of 90 minutes.
50 is much more reasonable. It's much more digestible. Obviously, even then, you don't meet all 50 characters. Even we do have quite a long sequence of Mark Hamill as the general calling out people's names and giving them their numbers. They still skip through. You still kind of only get like maybe half of them, 25 or so.
Yeah, but there are a few that we don't even know a name for that are still, and full credit to Lawrence, that still manage. I mean, Diarrhea Boy. I don't think we ever know his name or number. We probably do, but that's still a kind of a tense scene.
Oh man, it's one of those things where you, on paper, this does not sound like an interesting film. Like if you just said they have to walk, like I mean, where is the tension there? But I tell you what, this is a tense film. Like the way that it is constructed. And I mean, sure, there's some logical leaps you have to make. I don't think people really can sleep while walking.
I don't think people can walk non-stop for 4 days at that speed and still. But I mean, the ones that fall are walking like I would be walking after about half an hour, where they're clutching their leg, the toes turned in, they're literally staggering.
When that kid gets a cramp in his leg and it's like, oh, fuck.
It's literally fucking Jojo Rabbit. He gets his face blown off, which, holy shit, that scene amazing.
Yeah.
That's before the title.
The title is so late in this movie. I almost forgot to mention that because I didn't notice we hadn't seen it. And then you're what, like 25 minutes, maybe even a full half hour in before you get the title, and it's like,
and it's the and it's the young, and that's, I mean, it worked a little bit because they aged everyone else up, and so he was noticeably the baby of the group. But Roman Griffin Davis, who I expect, if I hadn't read this and knew that he was Curly, and obviously knowing the general, the big characters and what happens to him, I would have assumed he's going to be in it for a fair chunk of the movie because he's one of the best known actors in it. No, sadly not.
I mean, every death scene is
the effects
so
in this
well
are pretty
handled.
fucking great too.
Yeah, I know that when
There's not a
Darabont was
lot,
going to make it, his plan was to do it quite low budget. Yeah, from the looks of it, they 20 million is the budget of this film,
It looks pretty fucking good for that.
The cinematography in this film is so stunning. There's this beautiful shot of a sunset, and 4 of the main boys walking, and they're silhouetted with this halo
Reminds
glow around
me a
them.
lot of things like Malik's Days of Heaven or Night of the Hunter or something, where you've got these kind of vista shots with silhouetted figures and that sort of thing. There's some beautiful and really interesting choices of shots, and none of them are overused. I think there's only one instance where they use it, but it was so good where you're suddenly looking at feet walking for about 20, 30 seconds, and then you slowly pull back and you realise you're looking through Cooper's eyes or Joe's, whatever's eyes. But it's such an interesting, and it's only done that one time, but it conveys so much about the drudgery of one foot in front of the other, 1 foot in front of the other.
I mean, this is a grim film in so many ways. You think of dystopia. Hunger Games sounds grimmer than this on paper. Like they're actively trying to kill each other. But there's something about, like you said, the drudge of having to walk and the monotony of it and everything that is really bleak.
Oh, yeah,
and
completely.
Yet there's so much hope. I love the camaraderie between the characters, how they're always trying to help each other and look out for each other, and I just love that juxtaposition,
Well,
how bleak the film is, but it's
that's
really
the
about
beauty
hope.
of it. It is because logically, you would want everyone around you to fall as soon as possible.
Yeah.
It's absolutely counterproductive of them to form friendships unless they're going to betray the person, or to help another person when they start to stumble. It's completely counterproductive and against survival instinct and all the rest of it. So that part of the story about the triumph of humanity over human nature,
Yeah.
sort of thing, I think is very well captured. But to your point about the walking, I think the thing that makes it so grim is that it's so fucking pointless.
Yes. Well, I mean,
Hunger Games is a spectacle. So they've created a spectacle sport for the elite rich.
Yes.
That also keeps the other districts in line.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of kind of Machiavellian evil genius behind the creation of the games.
Yeah.
But they're a spectacle sport, and so that's why it doesn't seem grim to us watching the films, is because we keep cutting back to these ridiculously rich, effete, coiffed,
Yeah.
people living in the lap of luxury. It's a TV reality show. It's all, and we keep cutting back to that, which diffuses what is sometimes young children being shot with arrows or whatever for sport. Whereas this, it is so. I mean, this is like watching fucking Tarkovsky's Stalker or something. It's so dour and bleak and pointless, because you see the odd camera, but you don't get a sense this is like the Running Man or the Hunger Games, where it's a televised sport.
Yes. No, that's right. Not
So
yes.
There's not even an entertainment aspect. It's literally just,
And there's like
walk
as
until you're
they
dead.
walk for like 4 days, there's like very, very, very small groups of
And they even
spectators
say,
who
I thought there'd be more people.
Yeah.
But people don't care, so it's not being done for any of
Yes.
those reasons. And you kind of go, well, why the fuck is it being done?
Yeah, well, obviously, I mean, the book was seen, and I don't know if King has ever confirmed it, but the book was seen by many as like an allegory for the Vietnam War. Just the pointlessness of the war and all of these young men who go off and get killed for no reason, really. And I don't know if he's ever confirmed that is, how he wrote it. But I think, as you say, like,
I mean,
it
the
definitely,
timing of it when he wrote it.
yeah. Especially, he would have been maybe like, too young to go himself, but he would have had lots of people around him who were leaving and never came back.
He was at student age, and he's obviously of a fairly left-leaning bent personally, so you would think it would have been front of mind for him at that point in time.
Yeah. But, I mean, geez, there's some grim moments in this film. The scene where I forget characters' names, but the dickhead of the group, where he's taunting that other guy and he ends up scraping his face along the pavement, and like, I mean, and it's the only real moment where anyone does turn on anyone. And even after that, like, that kid's just fucking nuts. Like, he's just insane. Like, but so grim.
I want to get to the ending.
Well, let's
there's
talk
more
about
to talk
the
about,
ending.
but the ending is it's an elephant in the room at the moment. Because
let's talk about it,
it's
because obviously
significantly
at
different.
the end of the book is in a lot of ways unclear. It's not like a full-on
you reckon?
Sopranos. Yeah, it's not like a full-on Sopranos ending, but obviously Joe wins. He's the last one left, and they've switched around the order of
they've got Peter
the
winning.
last.
Peter doesn't even come second in the book.
No, that's right. They've switched that around. But it's not like the book ends with him killing the Major or anything.
No.
The book ends with him just keeping on walking, basically. And I guess you're almost... I don't know about you, but when I read the ending of the book, I thought the book ended on a much grimmer note than this. Which
totally
is why
dies.
I think... Well, that's what I think. I think that he dies at the end.
I don't actually think it's meant to leave it up in the air. I think you're meant to assume that he he is so utterly broken by this experience. He is
Yeah.
he is on death's door, and he's just all he knows is walking, and he's going to walk until he dies, which is not going to be very far in the future.
But that is a much grimmer ending to me than this film. That's why I thought it's interesting that you said they were trying to do a bit of the Mist.
Oh,
and kind
I did
of,
also say they failed.
well, yeah, and I think
they were
that
trying
is,
to.
I think
oh
that
my
is
god,
my
the main
issue
character
with the
died.
film.
But I think I don't think it's a. I think it's a to the detriment of the film that they've done this little switch at the end. I don't. I think they've gone for a twist for the sake of a twist rather than because it's a better ending.
Yeah, I have so many feelings about it, and I want to rewatch the film. So I do agree with you, and I think that for me, the biggest problem with it is that, you know, in the book, you know from the start he's going to win because it's told from his point of view. So he can't...
We said this last time. Most King books are told in hindsight from as a narration.
So I understand them going, okay, well, this is a film. It's all seen from a, you know, kind of third party, omnipresent, you know, like we can change it. I understand that. And I have really mixed feelings on the ending because I do think it's not as grim. I do think that in some ways it heightens what the story is saying about the relationship between these characters and, you know, what it means to Peter now, that his original wish was to make the games better for people in the future by wishing that two people could win so that contestants going in would have hope. Yep. And in the end, he's so broken that instead he follows through on what his new friend was going to wish for and he kills the Major. Like, I like that in a lot of ways, but I feel kind of conflicted on it.
Because at the end of the day, all he's done is get revenge for the death of Joe's dad. The Major is not the head of this society.
Yes.
He's a mid-level fucking military drone at best.
Yes. And the reason...
He's a major. He's not a fucking general.
Yeah. And the reason that the film gives for Joe choosing to lose on purpose and let Peter have it is that he thinks that Peter is a better person than him, basically.
Essentially,
like,
yeah.
He thinks that Peter has a better...
if he hadn't been saved numerous times by Peter, which is true.
Yeah. And he thinks that Peter has a better chance, I guess, of changing things for the good. And that's why I'm disappointed that instead of doing any of that...
Yeah, and he doesn't do... So Joe kind of died for nothing because the thing that he thought he was allowing Peter to do
didn't happen. What happened was what he was originally going to do anyway. Yeah.
Peter could have died. Joe could have lived, shot the Major...
And
things would have been exactly the same.
I guess, as you say, maybe that's to highlight even more of the pointlessness of it. You know, like, so, again, I don't dislike the ending, but I am conflicted on it, and I think I need another watch to really sum up my final feelings on it.
Okay.
But at this point, this is the best movie I've seen this year. I think even with my thoughts on the ending... This is so well written and so well constructed. The chemistry between these actors is insane. And I absolutely loved it. Like, what a fucking year for King that we had The Monkey, Life of Chuck, which I didn't love, but I still thought was good. This, and now we're only, 2 weeks away from The Running Man? Like,
so what's I mean, we all know that Running Man's going to be your number 4 because fucking... You've got issues with anyone with my...
At the moment
you've got
it goes...
issues with anyone with my surname succeeding in life.
That's that shit-eating grin. And
but
I love a shit-eating grin. We know how much I love Affleck.
That's true. Based on... With just like the 3 that we've had, what would your order be on the 3 that we've had?
It'd be this, The Monkey, Life of Chuck. 100%.
Okay.
Like, easy for me. I loved The Monkey, and until I saw this, obviously that was topping. Yeah. I thought Life of Chuck was good, but not great. I think, like I said in our episode on it, I think that the there are moments that are better than the film as a whole.
Yeah.
And I think it works better as a short story than it does as a full length film. But so what's your order? Do you have the monkey above this? Or do
I
you
reckon
have...
I've got Monkey, Chuck, then this.
Oh, really?
But let me be very clear. All three are in my top 10 of the year.
So how are you scoring this out of 10?
This is an 8.
Right.
I need to rewatch, but I think lower on the ending than you are. I don't need a rewatch. I don't like the ending. I mean, I don't the ending is not as good as it would have been if they hadn't fucking tried to do a switcheroo on it. I think they should have just kept to the ending of the book. It would have been bleaker, and I think it would have been better. But
that's totally fair.
Great movie.
I'm a high 9. I'm curious to hear what our good friend Paul Prezula will think of this film, because I know that he loves the novel as well.
On paper, well, of course he does, because literally everyone in the novel, everyone dies. In this, everyone but one person dies, but it's still 99% or whatever.
Yeah.
On the Paul Prezula rating scale, it's got to be really high because there's just no fucking survivors.
Yeah. No, big fan. All right. Well, next week, I honestly don't know what we're getting to. I know that I'm seeing Downton Abbey later this week.
Oh, wow.
I'll probably try get to the Roses at some point.
I do really want to see that.
What are your thoughts on A Big Bold Beautiful Journey? Are you keen on that?
Which is that?
Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell?
Well, that alone sounds good.
Yeah. I'm very curious about it. So I don't know, maybe we'll...
What is it?
Oh, really? It's being plugged everywhere. They've been marketing the shit out of it. So it looks to me like a kind of fantasy rom-com. The two of them are maybe on what looks like a first date, and they come across a magic door in the middle of the woods that they walk through, and it takes them to different moments in their past and stuff. So...
Who's directing it? That sounds like it could either be amazing or fucking terrible.
Yeah, this is my thoughts on it.
However many thousand years of longing was going to be good, but it weren't.
I liked that. 3,000 Years of Longing. I liked that a lot.
So less than it should have been.
Directed by Kogonada. Park Jung-un, known professionally as Kogonada, is an American filmmaker.
You're making sounds that I'm assuming are words.
I don't know. Have they made anything else? Columbus? I haven't seen Columbus, and After Yang.
Oh, I loved After Yang.
Okay, well, that was his last film.
Farrell as well.
That was his last
really
film
good.
before this.
You would love After Yang.
Written by Seth Reese, who I don't know who that is, but he does not have a Wikipedia page, so I don't know if he's a new writer.
Yeah, if it's the After Yang guy,
okay,
and with Farrell again, I am.
So he is a new writer. It was a Blacklist script. Which can go either way, because Passengers was also a Blacklist script.
And that was an amazing film.
So I'm curious. So maybe we'll try get to that for next week.
Yeah, I'm keen. I had not even heard of it.
I can't believe that. It's been marketed so heavily.
Oh, don't mock me.
Everywhere.
Let me remind you about our most anticipated of the year episode where you hadn't heard of anything I said.
This is true. All right. Well, thank you for joining us here at We Watched a Thing. If you want to get in touch with us, you can do that at pottymouthradio.com or pottymouthradio@gmail.com. Go and hit up the Facebook listening community and tell us your thoughts on The Long Walk. And I want to hear other people's thoughts on the ending, because I definitely want to see it again, and I want to hear as many different analyses of it as I can.
If you know the book, I want to know whether you think this is okay. If you don't know the book, and I want to know whether you think it's a good ending.
Yeah. All right, and we'll catch you next week.
Indeedy doodadee.